This is a day that my Father has made. I will rejoice. Jah, I thank you for this morning. Oh, it's a brand new day. Little bird, they're thanking and they sing. So let's all get down and pray.
Welcome to another episode of Teacher the Prof. And as usual, this is Teach, and I have with me my co-host, Prof.
Well, boss.
There.
Good night, folks. Thanks again for joining us. I must apologize for our absence last week, but life happens. You know, life happens. But anyway, we're back again. We're back again. You know, with another program. And what are we discussing tonight, sir?
Well, sometimes we see contents out there. We'll pick up on them and develop our own thoughts.
Before you expound on that, on our next topic, I don't think we gave an explanation in our last video. Remember, we had promised our viewers that we're gonna play a particular video, and I'm not sure if you guys realize it, but we uploaded the video, or Kerry uploaded the video, and YouTube removed it. And he tried 2 other times, and then we ended up removing that particular video from the full content that we have posted, because we're in violation of YouTube's community rule, and that's because of the content of the video,
the violent content.
Yeah, and also that the that video was actually banned in the UK.
I think we had mentioned that.
Yeah, but I tried to share it with someone in the UK via WhatsApp, and they couldn't get it to play. Could not get it, which I don't understand, because I'm like, it's WhatsApp is supposed to be end-to-end encrypted. How is it that they're preventing it from playing?
Yeah,
So it's not truly encrypted. It's not really end-to-end encryption. Anyway, so sorry, I just wanted to give you guys an explanation, if in case you're looking, for a video to play after we mentioned.
Yes, we had mentioned, to comment after viewing, and there was no viewing. So that will happen time and time again. At the time of recording right now, we'll have footage to share, and by the time we share them, things change, So we'll just have to just make the apologies and the explanation as we go along. All right? But tonight is somewhat similar but different. Similar that it's an abuse from one child to another, while the other one was kind of a racial tone and thing to it. This one is Jamaicans, same race.
Being bullied.
But still bully. More a bully nature, especially the victim is artistic, suffer from, I wouldn't want to use the word suffer. Wouldn't want to use the suffer, but what would be a better word, I should say.
Yes, he's autistic.
Yeah, but I was going to say...
and he suffers from some learning disabilities. He's 21.
Yeah, I didn't want to say suffer, but to expand on it, But, yeah, so He's 21 in a system in Jamaica that normally goes up to 19. But obviously the school gives him time because he's slow to go through the system. And he has been progressing. He's progressed beyond a lot of other kids that are deemed to be normal, normal learning ability. And he has progressed beyond them. But this video that came out, to just give a description of it, it starts with 3 young men, 2 of whom demanded one to kneel with his face to the wall. And they proceeded to kick him on the side and, abuse him. And a lot of people would say, why, before we know some more detail of the individuals, some of the comments would be like, why would just stood there and allow them, why not fight back?
I mean, people saw the white shirt and knew that, okay, he's a sixth former. So they're like, a bigger boy for them, why is he just standing there not retaliating?
Right.
But I gotta say this though, my friend, before you continue. When I first saw the video, I watched the video without the audio. So I had no idea what was being said. I just saw 3 boys. At first I saw the 2 boys, right, standing closer to the camera. And I was like, why is her pants open and zipped down? I'm like, is that a new style coming in? What is going on? Then I see them approach the guy in the white shirt. And I'm like, okay.
But for context, he was the one in the white shirt was properly groomed, well groomed, but
no pants and shirt, no pants and all that. But then I saw him go on his knee and he was facing them. He was facing the guy crotch. And I was like, no, this guy, I just kind of. Then I saw him turn around. I was like, okay, I'm confused. At this point, my hand is on the stop button. Because I was like, okay. But then I was like, oh, it's IG, so obviously nothing extra is going to happen. But I was like, what the hell? And then I saw the action. I was like, no, man. I said, no, I have to put the audio on and watch this out over again. And then I was like, what? Why is he not? God, but no, I want to fight. Yeah, because I was like,
you want to get involved.
Yeah, man, why is he not doing anything? Why they,
why is he complying?
Yeah. And then, let him a big man around the place. I fire kick and backs from the youth. Like, some man pankana, done. I them around the school. Yo, watch the door there.
And they know that they were in video because one of them walked straight towards the video before he got involved in the onslaught of the beating.
I'm sure whoever was videotaping is a friend of theirs.
Yeah. So.
And they had people watching the door to make sure no teacher was coming. Anyway.
Yeah, but
continue.
The thing is that the outrage of the comments, like you give, it's in line. Your comments was in keeping with majority of the people. They were outraged. They were confused. They couldn't understand why he would not fight back. Then later, I think days after, we learn we gotta get a clearer picture of what was happening.
Listen, I'm a man's man, but I'm an emotional person, and I can be a very angry person. And when I saw the video, when I saw the last video with his sisters, and they were explaining his condition, and I realized that he was autistic, dude, I could not stop crying. I cried. I was so hungry, and it kind of hit close to home for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a nephew who's autistic. One of my best friends' child is autistic, and as I'm crying, I am picturing these two boys, and I'm angry to me feel murderous now.
Because it's one thing for him to be normal and being put in that situation, but it's another thing for him to be vulnerable. And they, instead of supporting him and looking out for him, they really take advantage of his situation. You know, so it kind of bring a bit of anger to the situation as a parent. You know, knowing that everybody should be looking out for this child, was working hard, working against the grain, against the odds. People supposed to be respecting him and admiring him. And you have guys tearing him down.
I tell you, at the same time that I was angry, I felt proud of him. You know, he's 21 years old. You know, he's autistic. However long it took him, he's in sixth form, you know, brother.
And for those who don't know what that means, because you have mentioned it about 3 times now, could you just equate it to your system? All right, our normal system is grade 7 for high school straight to grade 11, and 12 and 13 is of the sixth form that he's with, the lower 6 and upper 6.
Upper 6.
And those kids are normally the ones that to matriculate to sixth form, they are achieved in their exam.
You need a certain amount of
qualify,
you need to pass,
pass the
certain amount of exams.
To sixth form. That means that there's some level of achievement there. You know, it took him longer, but he's getting
there. He's getting there. And so, hey, let me tell you something. No one have an excuse, no? No one have an excuse as to why you can't excel. If him can't do it.
Dedication.
And I like him rich, and I like him parents have money where he might get special care. Them poor, the mother's sick. They can't even tell the mother what happened to him. Because I'm afraid she might have another stroke.
And then put it in the context where you mentioned not rich, let me tell you, he's a student. All 3 are students of Denontown. For those who don't know Denontown, and its location, this is West Kingston. This is a school overlooking the famous or infamous Tivoli Garden.
Garrison.
It's a garrison, inner city. Some people use ghetto. But it gives you a painted picture of a struggling in terms of financially type of students. So the parents don't have the financial means to give him the best. You know, he's doing it despite everything. You know, despite his mental situation or setbacks. His financial setbacks also.
Yo, I wish I have some money, I'm gonna help him. I not lie. Wish him me don't want help.
But you know what I want to tackle now? What our parents to feel?
Before you tackle that, I kinda wanna dive some more into this because I saw videos of him going to the doctor, and he can hardly walk. He walks with a limp. He is in pain. I don't know if he has a crack, bruise, rib, or what, but because he got some hell to kick. You know,
I don't think the video is the full ordeal.
there might have been more.
Yeah,
No, we saw. But he's in extreme pain. And I mean, listen, if you guys can afford it, you can help. I don't know what information is out there, but the sister was asking for help. You know, but this kid was in pain. Anyway.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, from both perspectives of parenting, both for the victim and the perpetrators, what I think we can more understand from the victims. Can you express yourself as a parent? If it was your child, how you would feel, and it's not your child, and you still express how you feel. So we can just suppose how you feel if it was your child. I concur with you. I'll be angry. I will, to the point one jungle justice, but probably hopefully good sense would have prevailed and make the justice system operate and go to the proper channel. But from the parents of the victim, of the perpetrators, no. Because one of the guy got caught immediately after the release of the video. But one of them was on the run.
Mm-hmm.
And we know how the run thing go. It happens so much times that we know. Protection is being, by no same wanted. Somebody's, nobody not talk. If nobody don't know him there, nobody not release him. So because of that, no trigger me. So from a parenting point of view, a parent seeing their son handing out that type of punishment to a fellow student, how it will make you feel knowing that a parent is protecting and, one of them, so to speak.
You want my opinion?
Yes, sir.
Well,
if you can express it, for it to be,
I mean, I'm a fair person, and I choose not to be a hypocrite about things. So I'm not gonna say one thing and do something else. I have two boys, and I speak to them about bullying. Don't let anybody bully you, and you don't bully anyone. And that is a part of my prayer at night, for my child not to be bullied, and for my child not to bully anyone, because that is equally important. So if that was my child, and I lay down the law of the land, and I tell you no bullying, and you bully, and you did that, I am taking you to the police station myself. I'm not going to play hypocrite. Because if the shoe was on the other foot,
you'd want the other person, parent, to carry them in.
Yes.
But
and matter of fact, before me carry me in, I gotta deal with him first. Let me carry me in.
You can share what deal with means.
Because, yeah.
You have to be in the moment.
It depends on how I feel.
In the moment. Understood. All right, acceptable. In the moment, it's different.
But then I might tell them to kneel down. I'm going to give him 2 kicking and ribs too. And 2 slapping in the face. Because that's what he did.
But you may have a heart attack with him.
Some people are saying an eye for an eye. That's what some people wrote, An eye for an eye
leave the world blind,
And that we have. We all would have one eye or none.
Yeah, and then we took out another eye and a man come together. So, but the eye for an eye leave the whole world blind can be interpreted that we all become abusers.
Yes, that's true.
you abuse me, me abuse you, and it just becomes a norm now. That's so we live. And that's no way for our society, a normal society to live. So.
Good evening, Mr. Lowsy.
Oh God.
Say sometimes when the world blind, it better off, When you say I find the world, it better off, enough wickedness will not go on, Enough wickedness will not go on,
No one. You may explain to where the world blind means. It means that all of we just been wicked.
Then I better it cancel out. It cancel out.
Just cancel out.
It's hard when do some people wickedness and then you see that up on you and your family, Cause I'm always say this and I realize why evil will never end, because think about it now. All of us, knowing the two from such a long time, me know have an idea on the character. That can't surprise me, but circumstances can break. All of us capable of evil, under the right circumstance. So what me say now is like both on a law-abiding citizens always try to do the right thing, and out of the blue somebody come and do something to your family, your kids where you love, and it will get you out of the, because think about something like that now. The little youth, we're not about artistic youth now.
Yeah.
And it very touching for me because I have a son where is artistic. So that's why I didn't bother to want to do that topic, yeah. And in that sense, when you say the little youth not do nothing and them just pull him and just senselessly, and me just understand, me always can understand when two people having a dispute and one kill the other in the heat of the moment. But the little youth, and look how the little youth in now put up no resistance. Him just
very compliant.
Yeah, and that's the reason why them, why it was just we never really watched the whole of the video, and then when we find out same artistic, it even make it worse, harder to deal with, But it just rough, and it's just the way of the world now, where that compassion or that civility is just lost,
Yeah, and that's why I use that purpose of this video to sensitize. Just to sensitize people. Me, hopefully, somebody who's on a youngster is on the brink, or a parent who doesn't relate or can't express themselves to them kids, can use this chat to be sensitized and aware and educate and find words where them can say, so I see you have some like a bully thing in you. Look what it lead to, and you might be incarcerated because you might go too far and the police take you away and lock you up. But the two boy that get punished, it some good, it might not nice good for you to hear it because you internalize it. But we also hope that you see with us.
No, I'm understand we're not covering, but you see the point what I say is that kids are a reflection of society, and a lot of times we tend to jump on the kids not looking at the adults, because the adults is the one that set there. I remember a few weeks ago we had the topic where I said, now when we grow up, we never want our parents to come at school. Now the parents come and finish where the kids them start. If them start one fight, the parents come and want to fight out the teacher because them are try to discipline them kids and stuff like that. So when kids see them thing that, because I think the word bullying nowadays is highly overrated, because from where I grew up that always happened throughout, it's just that now when you look in a society, the person that's supposed to be the example, they are the biggest bully, and them not.
So Sammy, I leave me to one video when I watch. Maybe share it, and if I can share it in this our episode, I'm gonna share it. This was a school meeting with the board and the superintendent of the school district, and
in Jamaica.
No, US.
Okay.
When I catch it, when I remember the district, but a man about them, they are about 60 in them 60s. One of them get up to the podium and addressing the superintendent. I remind the superintendent that he bullied him at school, and he pushed him head into the toilet. He said, "You," and point at the superintendent, push my head in the toilet. It causes him to take him a gun from his home and put it in his mouth. He wanted to end him life because I'm tired of the bullying. He was that frustrated at the school because nobody helped. He was asked to resign, and he was saying,
Who, the
Like,
superintendent?
Yeah.
Right.
Because of something when I'm childhood?
Right. But the people them never know. So they must say him responsible for kids now.
Mm-hmm.
And the school of a bullying issue.
Okay.
But they must say you need to address. And he was a bully himself. Why him to resign? Maybe. Him can't say if he was a bully, I will not sure if him change, him mature. Him can't see bullying is as something that need to be eradicated and monitored and measured because he was a bully himself. So they must resign, and he was saying that only God can judge him, and if we not take one man's word. So another man afterwards, older than him, said that I'm adult.
Yeah.
Him and him have a confusion, like him a drive fast and the man shout at him about him speed. Him stop the vehicle, come out of him and beat the man, put the man in a 5 days coma.
Oh, some a bully.
It's a bully. You see, we just put the two together and say, some people don't change.
And that is true, because I don't believe you're supposed to hold something against somebody where them up na them child. Because all of when we were young, that me know. So that's why when him say him used to bully.
Yeah, correct that way there,
Yeah, me I said no that. But if him still have the character and still have the same, that mean him haven't changed. And that now have to be addressed. So me could understand why they would have want him to resign that time. You know. And
they wanted him to resign before the other man.
No, that's what I said. But that wouldn't be fair, with that thing. Without if the man say him used to bully him. All right.
No, but something sensitive, you know. If you were a child molester as a teenager at school, or a pedophile as a 16-year-old to under 10, but only making charge of young kids as an adult.
No, but child molester, that is a totally in terms of
no. I'm saying that some traits must continue to restrain and separate people, even if it happened when they're young. And why I'm bringing it up is that if he was a bully, he might see it as how we see it.
But no, but
might normalize it. No, normalize it. Might, you know.
No, it might. But to some point, I think I was a bully when I grew up. Because I used to be a troublemaker. Craig was a bully when I grew up.
No.
He was a troublemaker. Now make him tell you. I look like you know.
No, I was never a bully.
No.
I had to fight from primary school, high school.
Yo, now make him tell you no.
We never get in trouble.
Now make him tell you no more.
I was bullied.
Who bully you?
High school.
High school.
Primary school.
Maybe primary school. Who bully high school?
To me, a job one of a fight, man.
They're not bully. You just have a fight.
No.
You know,
never put two cut on him.
See there, our kind of victim, I put on cut for bully. You tell me this now, you know. You tell me this now. Most of them put on two cut for himself and I call himself. No, all right. It's like not that it can do. I do believe when like kids having any form of dispute, it need to be addressed by the adults. In terms of to make them know it's not acceptable. When I say bullying is always not that I'm condoned and say, but it's natural where any form of two human being, you always have one, especially one that think them strong-minded, I go on dominate. Some of them think they might be more mild or them think soft or whatever.
Yeah, but
you have different traits of bullying.
Yeah, exactly.
You have abuse. Different from pranks and
get trouble.
No, but in a day, all right. The difference, you know, the victim. When would I put the word? The victim and the victor always see things from a different point of view. You know, because the person where commit the prank don't think it that versus the person where where bear the brunt of the prank.
No, but if you do a prank, if you're pranking someone and you constantly prank that person, then yeah.
No, but even
that's traumatizing.
No, but
if you're playfully, if you're known as a prankster, that's where you prank different people. That's just your trait. But for you to prank someone continuously,
I said, but even if you do it one time, you know, because if some people not receptive to any and you know some people more sensitive, especially if you feel humiliated, because remember, you know, a prank people are gonna laugh. And depends on how you do the prank, where you do the prank. You know, when we little and we grow up at school, and especially if we like a girl, and we get prank in front of everybody, I laugh. You know, we self-esteem get damaged or we feel a little sense, you know. So
that would be just one instance. But
no, but that one instance can dwell with a person.
No, sir.
Yeah, man. If it happen, one instance can dwell. No, everybody different, you know. No, man, everybody different, man. Me and you maybe look at it that way there, but I know everybody, because you have some people where them personality, but I'm trying to find a word for put it.
Some of them are introverts and them,
not to say introvert, because introvert no mean say you're soft or you're very, you know.
I mean, would you? Okay, it could be bullying. If you're gonna prank somebody outside your circle,
exactly. Well, me know you are with a even alright.
Somebody where
they even in a circle, you can prank me or me prank. We'll prank one another, but depends on where we prank one another. Oh, suppose at that moment they were just in the mood for you know, you got
but that's different. You're in the feelings that day.
But you, the prank, the person who commit the prank, no know that's me and my feelings.
But if me and your friend and we hang out, right? Obviously, we not do it for harm, you know.
But I know for harm,
for laugh.
But even sometimes the person will commit the prank, because the shoes always fit different way upon the
man. Listen, some people can't take joke.
Yeah. But you know, but what to you, them I was saying, what is joke to one man's dead to our next man, you know. So what you might consider joke might be, you know, me might think a humiliation, embarrassment, bullying, you know, abuse. Cause nowadays everybody put a term on, you know, them own term, depends how them see it or look on to where sometimes some things are just life, you know, just life where we are gonna go through
but you know, I kind of I was going to mention this last year, but I didn't do anything. But, you know, the reason, and I mentioned no because I don't want to forget. I can understand why the UK police made that statement not to share the video. Here's why. Because a few days after, so we did the video on Friday. At a Monday, Tuesday morning, I watch from go work, TV is on, and there's the news about this teenager in New Jersey who killed herself, right? Because there was a video circulating of her getting beat up in school.
I think me or something like that. Yeah.
And that school have a bullying issue, and they're I think they're right now trying to get the principal fired, or maybe he resigned. I can't remember. And when I heard that, I thought, oh shit, that was not a factor why they didn't want to share the video.
And they are protecting the perpetrators.
Yeah.
And because I think no, because remember we have a school bully, they did it too, you know. But
of course,
we only have maybe one bully for the class per class, or one bully, or 2 or 3 bully for the whole school. That we know of we're outright a straight bully.
When you say, sorry, not for cut you, but me never see that kind of bully we're missing nowadays.
Then that mess, no, it's because when you look, you know, it's like, as I said, it come back down from starting from the adults, where it's the norm for people being, as we said, we always look on social media, typical social media. Any little thing where a person disagree, you see the language and the tone that them use to comment on you know, you can't just simply say, you know, that thing them not too like it still, but I don't mind. But the words and the harshness where them use now, so it's the norm acceptable for be disrespectful or aggressive, you know, towards where when we are grow up, you know, if we a teacher ever call our house and tell our parents so we are bullying. We all get piece of bullying when they're done with we.
A piece of beating.
No, you tell me this now. None of them kids here. When them teacher call and tell it, so what you want with kids to be? A punk? Yeah? And that's the language I'm going to use now, you know. So it's condoned. So you cannot expect the kids them, you know, people keep a talk about the kids. You have to start from the adults.
Yeah, all right, that's how you step in, you know. When we pose the question about one of the child, the youth, the perpetrator, got held immediately after the hearing of the video. But the other one was...
Which one you mean when the same one them kick up the youth?
Right, one of them got held. But the other one was wanted and he was protected That is when you step in, but I say, what is the mindset of a parent who would see the video, see what the child did, clear view, know that the child is guilty, and still want to turn them into the authorities, but trying to hide them from the authorities?
And to be honest with that, devil's advocate, those me have a friend remember saying, say even drunk love them picnic, and the part with that, especially your youth is still a minor, and the outrage were going on there, you're gonna be very scared for you. Even though your body is, you're gonna be scared for what might happen, you turn them in. Because you tell me this though, do you think you would turn in your child, whatever crime will commit, if you suspect that they might get hurt or harm?
You put your children on range with the hurt or harm, but if my child hurt or harm others,
even if that,
face the risk of
no, I know how you and Craig feel towards.
No, man, me turn my one in.
It's easy to say no,
No,
but I have to do it. You have to do it.
I would like to think that
because the lesson, there's a bigger lesson in turning him positively than not turning him.
Listen, if me say, okay, let me tell you, Mister. I'm gonna feel some need to repeat myself more than 1 or 2 times. So say me have a conversation with you and me tell you, say, this is what you're supposed to do, and you go outside the circle and do something else. It depends on. So if you say, come, listen, me talk to my kids about bullying, because I was bullied at school. Alright?
You can't see when you did bully at school, Kirk.
During the primary.
Oh, primary, because I never know your primary. So
don't Robin, wait a minute, don't Robin.
No, sir, I don't know that.
Remember, my mother high school was small,
Listen, man.
But short, small.
Short, but the man have one big a kitchen.
No, that was.
Name bag.
No, but something I'm missing.
That was
which came in as a defensive mechanism against the bullying.
No, that
means that I'm a bully.
No,
it means that I'm protected.
Listen. Me know Craig them time then.
No, that was fourth farm. You said
listen.
You say first, second, third farm. We never had the knife.
And you know the funniest thing? I don't know how we as human beings always succumbs to the things that been done to us. We always repeat it back to others. I mean, talk when we know the earth way. I mean, I always wonder why we do that, Kids will grow up with a father, enough time them grow up do the same thing back to for them kids. And you wonder, why you grew up with it and you know the pain,
In their life, it's normalized. It's a norm in their life.
No, but what I say no, and as well as enough kids or people make the choice say it's because me know what they feel like. Because to be honest, that's how I try to live my life, and I'm not perfect at it, but I always say it's anything I don't want for myself. I try my best not to do unto others. Because I believe that a rule, do unto others, you have them do unto you. So you say, I always try say, me don't want, me not perfect at it, but me try my best. Because me know if you come at me a certain way, or me the react or deal with you, so me try not to do that to some comment say, I see him with the person or react or deal, But nowadays I realize a lot of human beings we want to dish it up, but we can't take it back. We all like to dish it up.
Glass house.
Yeah, man. Come quick for throw stone. When we're in a glass house. It's just like when we are going, enough people quick for, what I mean to say, quick to talk about somebody else's child, but they want to talk about them child. Awesome.
That's a matter of my winning. We don't talk to from man and say no bullying.
All right.
Bully.
So to be honest, where I say, I always believe, so once my kids reach adult, them free to make them choice. I mean, me not tell my kids them at that point. Them think them grown, them have to accept. Me make them choice, but them have to accept the consequence. But me I say when your kid is a minor, and in a situation like that now, where because me on the other side now, I'm very sensitive to that, so it affect me a certain way. But me I say the parents where have them where for them child kick up the other. It will affect them a different when them see them child start get demonized on social media and the outrage. Them are afraid,
No, but you
run the risk of not turning them in and somebody catch them since they're up on the run. Then parents are back you. They might hurt them.
Then Lousy, No, all the while gunman and thief run the risk up and then they on the run see then rather until they get catch, I know them know at some point.
No, but me don't think you want your mind not to be in a situation, a vulnerable situation.
No, I know
like
where
that.
you want to, but me, not that I'm condoning it, but me always try to look on the practical side of life.
Now, what are you? What give me a firm ground decision. What you da do? One of your child are the perpetrator. What you da do?
Yeah.
Police say turn them in.
But definitely, because as we said, I'm a strong believer do unto others as them do. So me I say, nobody do my child, especially if me know, me try my best to raise him. Because that happened, you know. Remember when we used to be young and when we are picnic and we used to honor the saying where them say, it's a picnic after the first thing them say, they never grow good. And when now we become parents and we realize that's not true. Because a lot of people do wrong out the road. Them parents, especially now in this time now, them parents do the best them can and raise them up properly. But you know, when they go to the street and you know, peer pressure, you know. So the thing about what I'm saying also to your argument also is that open with a like for things that I want to condone, knowing that when inflict, especially yesterday, that but we can't say that no. I can't say that.
So that simple answer relevant. Turn him in or not.
I feel, but that definitely maybe have a conversation with the police then.
What's the question?
Turn him in or not.
Maybe have a conversation with the police then. Maybe.
Hey, this is invasion. This is invasion at its best.
A politician.
No, me no want to say me not go turn him in. I don't want to say, you know, me say, me not like to have a conversation with the police and say, you know.
Let me put it this way then. Since the police is asking him to turn himself in, right? Would he be considered a fugitive?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
And that is illegal, right?
Yes.
For you to have a fugitive.
Yes.
So the parent is also putting in trouble with the law as well, you know.
Yeah.
But they can be locked up and prosecuted.
Yeah.
You know, so
but as good parenting, you talk to the parent. Me not have a problem with you talking to the police first.
Yeah.
You look some reassurance about it. Right? And protection for our fight, right?
Yeah. To the parents.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm not definitely.
The parents and a lawyer.
Yeah, because that and a lawyer to the well-being.
Accompany the
child. Your child. And to be honest, I would say if you look on even if you know your child did wrong, you still not want to know. You don't like them to be, even if you want them to be accountable and take, but I don't know if you don't want them to lose them life or get harmed.
Hey, one of the biggest threats I ever know, I get a knock on the door now, and a police, so I gotta tell some child this one. Them stealer. And if you know, say, I'm gonna end up at jail.
But consequences, but children have to learn that consequences come with
consequences.
I have to face it. I have to face it.
What I said, I want to
your parents can't. Because them are going to read it different from you, know, as a parent, you know. You as a parent have to protect them, but all them are going to view it. They must say, boy, my father agree with me, you know. You see, you know, it's not as bad as old people. And you're going to
encourage them to do it again. They might do it again, which is true. If you know, I don't know, kids alone, you know, to be honest, those as I say.
People
in general, because remember this, you know, kids are a reflection of society and adults, kids imitate what them say. So we supposed to set the example because I remember when we grew up, I same thing, you know, we imitate what we say older folks do.
And that's exactly.
I'm sure said them two guys that imitate.
Yeah, remember that's the norm in the community. Yeah. So that you know, like a dance ship in my door and pick up
you're a leader.
Then you tell me this nowhere why I say you can't call. If my child are the artistic one, why the one that you know why? That's why I say evil will never end. Cause when you see something like that, no, I don't know how that go. You know, that one they not too pretty at all, boy.
No, sir. But you know, you have to hold your composure.
Lousy, I would like to think I would do that. Like I always tell you, I would like to think when I'm in a situation that I would do. Just like I say, I would like to think that if I'm the parent of the other child where I kick up, when I turn him in, I would like to think that. But when you're in the situation, I've learned that realistically, you know, what you will do when you're not in the situation, what you think you will do and what you do in the situation is two different things, you know.
I must say, social media, I hate social media with a deep-seated passion. They make you work. You have to question everything. Because I saw a report, very next day, they say, the little boy have a brother and him a bad man.
Which one? The
autistic child.
I'm
I'm a bad man. I know they shoot up the house.
Okay.
And people run with it, don't it?
Yeah, it's a person get shot. That the person get. I say lie.
And you know where that come
Read
from?
it.
You know where that come from? It come from friends and supporters of one or both of the guys. I try balance the situation.
Yeah, so we even up.
We're even up. It's not as bad, it's not as innocent. So them create stories for make for them side look a bit better.
See there? See? Them attack way. And the sister get shot and mess up really mad.
So all them said the youth family come attack them, no?
Yeah.
Then wouldn't that be, then you must expect, then, me understand, when your son, that would have been now because the table turn them around do the same thing.
But people create story. When not, forget that people create story for their own gratification and sometimes just likes. No?
And then that message, no, but all right, it come back down to where we are talking about social media, but the media in general nowadays, remember, where just 40-50 years ago, the media outlet or say the news outlet or media outlet leave out social media. Because we never have social media them time there. It was just the news where with a I would say absolute truth, but
you could rely
on the news then. That's what they must say.
The good journalism.
Yeah, good journalists and then they might try to be honest and fair then. They take out them bias.
Get the facts straight.
Yeah, get the facts straight before. I don't think nowadays where facts are concerned pretty much by any social media house nowadays. It's just sensationalized.
Well, they're competing.
Yeah, traditional media compete with social media now. So,
but you tell me this.
No,
we can't understand. Forget the story out, but the facts.
But so if
facts take time and research, and we have the time for that.
So yeah, but you tell me this now. When that happened now and. See, come back to when we say the people and that's supposed to be the example. Because all right.
Example, role models, example, them things there.
Okay.
Out, you know.
Okay.
You, the parents, have to just say, I'm me.
No, but that was always the case, Cause you
No, man, we used to can't point.
Man, yeah.
No, but the first role model your kids see, is always the parents,
Yeah.
We as the parent. And then afterward, you go further out, you see, But now, because remember, when your kids are grow up, them always start emulate them parents. What them see them parents do, are them action and them speech, But
parents have to double up and triple up on that because you can't rely on nobody else. Can't rely. You can't rely on a politician.
It doesn't exist.
You can't rely on a good bank manager woman.
No, I don't lie. I typically I hear the thing about it now.
Well, you can't rely on the liar. See, liar
the superintendent of police.
And can you wife and kid?
And that's a run down South Carolina.
South Carolina.
We keep out. So where the purpose? Why the world just the craziness that is.
Thief up one worth of money from the law firm.
Also, that's why kill him and in about the money.
No, that's a separate case. But I don't know if it's intertwined. If
he get busted, then I want to face justice, maybe.
So then they will take off, left them are they embarrassing. So but me say one
son testified for him. So never kill everybody. And this guy's coming from a long line of lawyers in that town. So his name carried weight.
He's an example.
Yeah.
But you said it's no one man keep us is that honesty, a matter of fact, integrity was all in such high esteem 40-50 years ago. No, it's like when you have integrity now, you seem like something wrong with you nowadays. Because if you notice things where dishonesty and everything just so prevalent now, and it seems like the norm. You know, cause you hear say somebody rob up. No, I don't use that nowadays. No, I didn't have that.
Which I guess we're so sensitized to everything that's going on that anything can make the news. In the sense that the other day, we don't want to talk about it, but I'll just mention briefly the what do you call her? Call girl? A prostitute made the news.
No, we don't do it when Sammy, when you're not talking about.
No, that's what I mentioned.
It come in social media, but it came to mind, you know, to bring it up as an example with the star.
Yes.
Yeah.
That, but I'm just we're not going.
Yeah, because it can be a topic by itself. Yeah.
But I'm saying that's not a perfect example.
No,
yeah.
That is.
We basically say we have information to bring to the people before we're edifying, and we always shun those and bring some nasty before.
Okay, that man always say the people have integrity, merit, standard, quality, those responsibility. Those are you know, uplifting, motivating.
They're not clickbait.
They don't
sell.
Cause them look boring. As the people that say nowadays, you know, people make it seem. Well, may I always say this, you know, where you ever notice nowadays boring is such a dirty word. Nobody, you know, it's so boring. But me say, why is it that people love drama nowadays?
But boring, I get wider and wider too. Some things when nobody consider boring, no, it's boring.
And you know, so me love being bored. Cause if you're not bored, you're either too busy or you have some drama going with. And nowadays, me realize that people like nowadays
drama.
Even though have drama and the drama, you say, oh, the bug. And
all right, imagine you meet somebody new and she say, oh, Sammy, look at that video. And you look and say, can I not foolish to see show me? You're boring.
That's what show. Yo.
And you know, I watch two women strip themselves, tear themselves in the public.
That themselves is true, but and you know, how did society get to this point now?
This live up to poverty.
Day by day. Second by second.
You're right, which and just like it just happened overnight.
No, man.
Slowly but surely, you know.
I graduated from KSD in 1983. I started in 1975 with Mr. Lance. My legal name is Greg Gay. I was bullied, unbelievably bullied. I started out and I had teachers that bullied me. I had kids that bullied me. Even the coaches. I had nobody to turn to. One day at lunch, I had my head shoved in the urinal where it busted my lip. I had laid on the ground in a fetal position as the kids kicked me. I got up, I rinsed my face off. I walked out of the lunchroom, walked straight to the principal's office, and he told me, these kids will grow up someday. They won't always be like this. But yet, here I am, covered in urine from laying on the ground underneath the urinal. My lip was busted, and they sent me home. Well, I went home, and I got the .45 out of my father's drawer and put it in my mouth. Because at this point, I had nobody in the school system to help me. Is that the way this is going to be? Lance, you were the one that shoved my head in the urinal. Thank you.
Tell you what, this is unbelievable.
You want to debate it? Because I got witnesses that were there when it happened.
First, it was
those accusations that the Katy ISD superintendent was a school bully, and now we've uncovered this lawsuit. Now ABC 13 has uncovered a civil suit from decades ago claiming Hint violently assaulted a man.
The board fully vetted Dr. Lance Hint.
Stein alleges Hint was speeding down an alley outside his home when he yelled for Hint to slow down. Hint then approached Stein, shoved him into a fence, and beat him, sending him into a coma for 5 days.
80-year-old William Stein didn't want his face on camera.
It was an assault. The injuries were trauma to the head. That when he got out of the car, he was mad and violent. The last thing I knew, I woke up in a hospital.
I'll be judged by one person.
Yes. Yes.
And that is God, my Lord and Savior.
Lance, you were the one that shoved my head in the urinal.
Mr.
Thank you.
I will resign and retire as superintendent of Katy ISD.
It's almost 1 o'clock, folks.
I was yeah, man.
Oh, shit.
You know.
Yes, folks. Well, me, I know not do tomorrow. Probably in that room. Folks, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and engage. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Thanks for joining us. Have an enjoyable weekend.
Good night, folks.
Here, and welcome to the show, Sammy.
Thank you. Better late than never, they said, you know.
You can't say you never get welcome, sir.
Yeah, you know.
Better late than never. See you.
All right, I'm going.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos. And don't forget to comment.
And hit that notification bell.
This has been another episode of Teach and the Prof.